seal.
Getting back some more, let's play Trails for Daybreak 2. When last we left off, we followed Nadia's trail all up into the darkness of the condemned sector, but even further beyond where the Black Aurora was. Now, she's probably gonna go nutso cuckoo bonanza all over us, and we're gonna die. That's gonna be great.
I know you're hoping for the bad end.
I'm hoping for that bad end.
The bad end.
Like, yeah.
Oh, I know. I know what you're about.
No, you don't.
A little bit.
Someone's there.
Wait. Ashen?
Is it Nadia?
Or Vita Clotilde?
Nah, doesn't seem like it.
You've arrived.
That voice. I don't get it. What are you doing here? Ashen!
What am I doing here? What other reason could there be?
What?
I came for you, Aaron. And you as well, Van Arkride.
Like, I get y'all might be mad that I lost all the Genesis to that guy, but come on, it was treacherous.
So I can exact my revenge on you for throwing away your humanity.
Oh. He's red and I'm blue.
Revenge?
Doesn't sound like she's messing around. She singled you two out by name. Any idea what she's referring to?
Nope.
It's me. No disrespect, Ashen. I can't remember doing anything to offend you. That said, I don't much appreciate being lured here the way we were.
So those needles we thought were Nadia's, they're fake? You have a lot of nerve, playing up the innocent act. I was a fool to believe I could trust a Spriggan.
Huh?
But I did. And now, Aaron is just as tainted as you.
Give it a rest, Ashen. Would you just back up a minute and explain what the hell's going on?
There's no need for that. Your attitude says it all.
Does it?
This is the end of the road for both of you.
So the Xiongso were hiding too.
It seems self-defense is our only option.
Yes.
Huh?
We need to clear up this misunderstanding.
First, we gotta knock these guys out. This is all Hayward's sake. Take this.
I did not have that on my bingo card, no.
Here's my chance. This monster. Allow it in. There.
Activating skill.
Get him, girl.
All you on yes.
It'd be weird if she would be thinking that it's because of Aaron's like demon thing and Van's Grundle.
But that's how she's thinking. But maybe the Genesis are making them look like us now.
I was actually about to say it could also be because
he's
Crimson.
got 7 out of 8 of them.
Yeah.
For what?
It's about time you calmed down and told us what this is about.
You think this is over? Not by a long shot.
These bastards don't know when to.
Oh shit. Aaron got Aaron.
Where did that come from?
Shit. Should have known there'd be more of them skulking around.
Oh damn.
Those weapons are poisoned. We have to split up.
Too late.
Right. We'll hold these guys off.
Son of a.
Oh damn. Big poison, big blood.
You're showing signs of neurotoxicity.
This poison is both fast-acting and lethal. There's nothing we can do.
No, you can't be.
Good night.
Please open your eyes. Goodbye, Van Arkride. Goodbye, Aaron.
Goodbye, Ashen? So that's a thing. Not sure what that was all about. The coast is clear. Looks like it. Is something the matter? Don't worry about it. Worry about it. Turns out my gut was right the first time. These needles are a red herring, and Asha was the one who planted them. Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? I'm getting that same feeling we had back on Nemeth Island. Me too, we must have gone through a rewind. So you two really did die. So, not sure if it's a rewind per se, or a timeline jump a la Steins Gate. Because on the one hand, it does, like, we do have to go back on the timeline to branch off.
Right.
So it could be an actual rewind into a branching timeline.
I don't know if they also made it that way so we can, like, so it's here to, like, depict it.
Maybe.
Because I don't know if it'd really be quite Steins Gate.
Fucking. So one of the Let's Plays we're going to watch in the near future, that's like super duper Steins Gate. Well, it won't be happening a second time. Right, not if we can help it. At any rate, there are two key parts of this that we don't understand. Yes, the first of which is what could have driven Miss Lu to deceive us in this way. The second is who offed Van and me from behind. That's the question. It's not impossible that there were more Zhang Shou skulking in the corners. But the moment we went down, my nose picked up an entirely different smell. That means they have a totally separate group working with them. But who? We couldn't even get a glimpse of whatever did you in, let alone who used it. Judging by their sleight of hand, these must be trained assassins we're dealing with. Yeah, but as it stands, trying to follow up on that will be more trouble than it's worth. We're better off looking into Ashin's motives first. About that, she isn't the only member of the Lu family who's in the capital right now. If anyone knows something, it should be them. You mean Gian and Fan? Yeah, they're probably our best bet. I don't actually know where they are, but a quick call should fix that problem. Mind sorting that out for us, Aaron? You bet your ass I mind, but whatever, just give me a few. In response to his inquiry, Aaron was informed that Gian and Fan were moving from place to place to observe the capital. He learned that they could meet with the pair in the Vern store at the Trion Mall. Their schedule's pretty packed, but they say they could squeeze us in. The Trion Mall is only a short ways from here. No time to lose then. Let's swing on by. Act 3, Route A. The Hollow Vengeance. So I don't get to pick the different routes this time of choosing A or B.
Right.
Good of you to come. I see you have made an exceptional addition to your group since our last encounter in Longport.
Please don't mind me. I'm only here in a collaborative capacity. Sorry again for calling you out of the blue like this. There's just something we want to check in about. I'm sure you have better things to do, so I'll get down to brass tacks. We wanted to ask you about Ashin. As I suspected, she has indeed been acting strangely these past few days. As a matter of fact, we haven't been able to contact her at all since this morning. In a similar vein are a number of Sal's former subordinates who remained in the Lu family. They too are unaccounted for. From what we can surmise, they would seem to be accompanying Ashin. Sal's former subordinates? Should have known that bastard had something to do with this. I'm guessing Ashin still isn't over him leaving the Lu family. Correct. Well, she may have gotten it through her head, her heart is still lagging behind. It's only natural, after all, she has been in Sal's company since the tender age of 5. It was over 12 years ago when he first came to the Lu family, as a boy of 17. He was rather wary of us at the outset. I've heard this story more times than I can count, so I'm zoning out. It was at the Hekizanro Inn in Long Lai, which your house has connections with. You were there for a family trip. Even back then, Ashin was a bundle of curiosity, so she managed to run off without anyone noticing. And Sal was the first one to find her, right? Yes, thanks to his remarkable perspicacity. Yeah, perspicacity. Perspicacity, one of the two. On discovery, Asha was in the middle of a crying fit. When Sal guided her through Long Lai, she soon broke into a smile as if by magic. In retrospect, that might have been what caused Sal to relax his guard against the Lu family. When put in those terms, I'm inclined to agree. So that's how the two of them got started. Yes, it may be one of Ashin's most treasured memories. Her sudden shift over the past few days is undoubtedly related to Sal. But even then, there are still parts of the story that don't quite mesh. Such as what? What indeed? All of you feel much the same, do you not? Why else would we be here asking about it? Before we start going in circles, let me make something clear. For some reason, your little lady's got a personal death warrant out for me and Aaron. Don't suppose you'd have any idea why. That's quite a revelation. Hearing it does put some of Ashin's recent behavior into context. Nevertheless, I'm afraid I still cannot speak to her motives. Let us assume what you say is true. If you are aware that she seeks your demise, responding accordingly should be well within your means. You make it sound so easy. Even after all you've heard, you're still just going to sit on your hands? Naturally, we cannot overlook any who violate our regulations, not even my beloved granddaughter. But be that as it may, our attention is on matters of greater import at present. Heiyui's internal conflicts have yet to be officially resolved. Our current visit to the capital is but one facet of that. Forgive us, but would you mind handling my daughter for the time being? That was the plan anyway. I'm going to look past the doublespeak here and say we get the message. Well, at least they heard us out. It didn't sound like either of them knew much about the situation, though. I was hoping they'd give us some help, but it looks like we're on our own. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. What we need is a way to deal with those mystery pricks who caught me and Van off guard.
Fancy seeing all of you here.
See?
Nah.
Oh, Shizuna. Hey, she has the unclouded
will
eye.
get it done.
Ikaruga's vice chieftain. Always popping up when we least expect it, but when we most need it.
For real, for real.
Don't tell me you're here on another job like you were back in Longport.
Sorry to disappoint, but not this time.
Real talking you.
I've just been treading water while I think out my next move.
Cool. Well, you want to chill with us for a while? Oh, sure, sounds fun. Is something troubling you? Let's take this somewhere more private. So, what's going on? The thing is, Kuragane and the others have been mobilizing behind my back. Oh, no. It's obviously for some kind of mission, but heck if I know any more than that. That's worrying. You're Ikaruga's second in command. No, can they really just circumvent your authority? It's not totally out of the question if they're acting on special orders. Still, you'd think I'd at least have grasped on it. That's the part that rubbed me the wrong way. So I came to town to scope things out, and bam, there you guys were. Pulling out on me, are we? Nah, it's just, this sounds an awful lot like what's going on with Ashin. And if Ikaruga's on the move, a good picture of the situation is Shizuna, taking care to work on any details regarding the rewind. So the little lady from Heiyui wants your heads on a platter, but you don't know why. And on top of that, you think she's got help from a third party. Yeah, that being said, we can't say for sure that she has your shinobi with her. Well, if she does, I can't just let it slide. That means I'll be tagging along, in case it wasn't obvious. Yeah, I figured as much. Good to have you. We'll need all the backup we can get. And that's a pretty good goddamn backup.
She always seems to pop up after, like, always after our rewinds to go ahead and be like, oh, because she wasn't there, and then now she is there.
Well, I mean, we didn't come to the Vern store last time. We just went right into the district.
No, that's
We
true.
weren't here. We weren't here last time.
Yeah, I know.
With that, Van and crew once again made their way to the condemned sector of the Blacklight District, only this time with Shizuna in tow.
So this is the condemned sector.
Oh, man. Can I just warp?
Huh. I'm definitely sensing someone in here.
Yeah.
Could it
You
be
probably are.
Nah,
Just
he
what
wouldn't
I
let himself
needed.
get caught that easily.
Sure, he might let me get some caught that easy. Well, yeah,
I
she's
support.
good.
What I'm sensing.
It's some bullshit.
There's something.
It's some
We'll
bullshit.
never know.
Well, well, well. You can already sense it, huh? One thing at a time, though. Yeah. We're here, Ashin, just like you wanted. So cut the crap and show yourself.
You figured it out with me, yet here you are anyway.
Red now.
All that tells me is that you've made your peace with death.
Might want to check your math on that. I know that you're still hung up on what happened with Sao. But what I don't get is how that justifies taking it out on us.
That's a fine thing to say. You don't even have the right to speak Tao's name. Not when you're the ones who killed him!
Explain? Huh? Say what again? What is she talking about? Sal's not even dead in the first place. Don't take me for a fool. Van Arkwright, Aaron Way. Back on Nemeth Island, you exploited Sal for all he was worth. In the end, you pushed all the blame on him, then killed him to keep his mouth shut. Oh, when did that happen? So there are 7 Genesis that can evidently rewind time. I think somebody's been using them to fuck with her. I don't think this is just a misunderstanding. It would seem that Miss Lou has her own version of the facts, one she is thoroughly convinced of. That can't be possible, or is it? I'd be like, beep, 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 beep. Sal? Yeah, bro, talk. I'm perfectly fine. Get a grip already, damn it. You're beyond forgiveness. I will have my revenge. Girl, he's 12 years older than you. It ain't nothing. It's fucking... He's 29. You're a baby.
Spirit unification.
Ah, so she can do what Reen does. But hers is better.
I was about to say, is that why she's strong?
Well, she's strong because she's strong, but this just makes her stronger.
Plain as day.
No! I knew you'd come in handy, but damn! The Divine Blade of Silver. She's on another level entirely. Damn right! And she's beautiful, too. She's the real Beauty's Blade. You're just a fox.
Now then, isn't it time you came out to play? Kurogane?
Princess, why do you interfere?
Kurogane. The fuck.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm the one asking the questions here. Just what do you think you're doing behind my back?
Nothing, I guess. Goddamn.
I see now that the message must not have reached you. This mission is under direct orders of the chieftain.
Oh shit, for real? Okay. You're on your own, man. Peace.
We are prepared to fulfill it at the cost of our lives.
Well, isn't this something? I thought they were being controlled, but their chi is flowing freely, which means... So the Divine Blade of Silver is against us too? In that case... Her aura! There it is, the source of what's warping them. That power. It's the Crimson Grendel's... Red shards, maybe? You gotta be shitting me. She's corroding the space around her? So, they're each got some Jenna shenanigans. So, I know.
Our surroundings changed. There's that waterfall I trained under. Long like poo-poo.
This place came up during Mr. Liu's story, too. I'm not sure how, but it seems to operate off the same mechanisms the Garten does.
So anything goes, huh? I'll bet anything that Ashen's regrets are what brought us here.
Apparition, to me. Heed my call and smite my foes before me.
Bewitching Spectre, Yako Nue. The king has returned.
From the east! It's that new way we fought before!
Princess, I will expend every effort to carry out my assignment.
Oh. Oh no.
Sounds fun. Just don't start complaining when we return the favor.
Damn straight. Let's show them what we've got, people.
Do what it takes to push them back.
I feel like Shizuna could handle this just herself. Whatevs.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Now's your chance for a shard boost.
I must carry out my duty.
Cobalt curtain.
Yeah. Cobalt Curtain, activate. Holy Spirit, activate.
Activating drive.
You'll never. You can't beat me.
Activating skill.
Go time. Let's get this show on the road.
Go, Grimcat.
I hope you're ready. Now for the climax. Grim Knight Wall.
This gauge limiter removed.
You know what to do, Anya.
I'll give it my all.
Pressure him and move in. I suggest this right now.
Oh, it's just Kurogane and the monkey. Yeah, fight each other. Fight for me. Alright. Hitting them with the old yawn button. That's gonna suck. Guess we have an impede. Nope, that's gonna suck.
I won't lose. Boost level maximum. I suggest this right now. Now or never. The time is precious. Preparation now. Activating skill.
Feel my power.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Oh, I did a boatload of damage.
That's how it goes.
Easy peasy.
I did it. I can do it.
Holy Spirit activate. Oh, it's messing with her memories. Showing her memories and visions of a different timeline, probably. Impressively done. The crimson corrosion's thinning out. Our surroundings have returned to normal. Now's our opportunity to bring her back to her senses. Got it. Ashen, pull it together, would you? Just listen to what you're saying. Do you seriously think we murdered Sao? Since when was that prick the type to just roll over and die on someone else's terms? Eren? Looks like we're just a small push away on this end, too. Stand still, Kurogane. Jugs of fucking purification.
What came over me?
Don't know. It cut out the corrosion. You can do that? I can do that. This katana is specially made for exorcisms. Not a one-to-one for this situation, but close enough. I doubt I could have tried it out against anyone but Kurogane, though. They would have died. If I'd been off by even a hair, it would have sliced his soul right out.
Princess, I'd have preferred you cut me down where I stood.
Nuh-uh. No, you still gotta buy me ice cream. Surely you don't mean that. Well, luckily for him, it worked out perfectly. Though I think Ashen still needs an extra nudge. Looks like it.
No matter what you say, it's a fact that Cao's gone.
No, I'm not.
If you really want to claim he's alive, then bring him here and show me.
If it were that easy, we already would have...
Speak of the dragon, and he shall appear.
Nah, Sal, you're only like a dragon. See, I'm not dead. The fuck? Oh, swell. Just how much of this did you see coming? Yes.
Why, this is no more than mere happenstance. The result of a stray rumor reaching my ears.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you lying bastard.
Right. We wouldn't have traveled all this way to the capital without an express purpose.
Cao, is it really you?
I don't know why you'd cry. He betrayed you, abandoned you, and is too old for you.
That means it was all a lie.
Yeah.
You leaving the Liu family? All of it.
No, I am leaving the Liu family. About that, Ashen. Regrettably, Lady Ashen, I have indeed made my departure from the Liu family. Additionally, I have one further report to make to you all. Just the other day, all 6 families aside from the Lius have recognized the establishment of the Li family. I notified both Gen and Fan Lu of this development not too long ago. I, Fan Li, also known as Gao Long, shall act as the new head of household. So that was your express purpose for coming to Edith, huh? Yeah, so you finally made your choice, huh? It was the natural conclusion after gauging the capabilities of this man I call my brother. Each of us will exploit the other's position and circumstances, all while poised to cut them down in their sleep if need be. Occupying the seat of the family head under such conditions will be stimulating beyond a doubt. All the better to slake my thirst. Great. As if the syndicate didn't have enough whack jobs in charge. Perhaps that's the very quality that allows one to stand at the helm of their family. You might be right about that.
Allow me to offer you my heartfelt congratulations on the establishment of the Li family.
Apologies to me for attempted murder?
Mr. Gao Long? No.
Master Fun Li, on behalf of the Lu family, I, Ashen Lu, wish for 1,000 years of amity and fortune between us.
Oh? I accept your goodwill. Allow me to wish prosperity upon your house as well, Ashen Lu.
You grace us with your auspicious words.
Do I get an apology?
Master Cao, I ask that you lend your support to Master Fun Li for many years to come.
As you will it, Lady Ashen. No, that doesn't quite have the right ring to it. Lady Lu. May we bring glory to Heiyue together, in spite of our divergent positions.
Still waiting on that apology.
Guess that's case closed.
Yeah. It all went according to plan. His plan, anyway.
Yeah! Beat his ass.
Hey, what do you think you're...
I know.
Stay out of this, outsider! You're one crazy son of a bitch, Sao. That's true to form for the White Orchid Dragon. There's a reason I looked up to you with respect. Even when it seems like you've tossed Ashen aside, you're still worrying about her from the shadows.
Damn right.
Case in point, right now you're helping her bounce back from a situation you created.
Damn right.
Quite an assumption there. Even if that were true, would it really constitute a problem?
Maybe.
You bet your ass it would. Especially when family comes into the equation.
Huh?
All this shit you're pulling right now has Ashen in tears. She's my longtime friend, a daughter of the Lu family. But more than that, she's someone close enough for you to consider your own flesh and blood.
That's...
Cao.
You two have been tight for over a decade.
Tight.
Even you can't pretend the connection you share is anything but legit.
Legit.
But what did you go and do anyway? You hurt Ashen, the girl who's supposed to be near and dear to you. If you think I'm just gonna let that slide, then you've got another thing coming, Sao Li!
Punch him again.
I see. So that painful blow was your way of enacting retribution, was it?
It sure as hell was. Take another second, let it sink in.
Oh, I plan to do exactly that. You really have matured, Aaron. To the point where you do your title of prodigy justice.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll be expecting much of you from here onward, little conqueror.
Will you forget the stupid nicknames already?
Are you okay, Cao? He really let you have it.
Fuck!
Stupid.
I mean, she does love him, Heart.
Doesn't mean it's not stupid.
Were I to do so, I'd no doubt be met with more bluster. Aaron would say this pain is nothing compared to what I put you through.
It's cool.
Hard to argue there.
Heiyue's future is looking very bright indeed. Not only by virtue of Aaron, but Fun and Lady Ashen as well.
What happened to Lady Lu? Disrespectful prick.
I ask that you continue to grow, to the point where even I must regard you as a threat. Consider this the parting wish of Sao Li, your erstwhile companion.
Cao, I'll gladly grant that wish. And don't think you can take it back. I may not look it, but I've got a real stubborn streak. Someday I'll pull off something you'll never see coming. Then you won't even be able to think about brushing me off.
Is that so? I will be looking forward to it.
Huh. Things were a little tense for a minute there.
Yeah, with the whole getting murdered thing,
Now
yeah.
we can finally shut the books on this. Damn. Not to agree with Sal here, but Aaron's done a lot more growing up than he realizes.
The Genesis.
And space-time rewind.
Something's glowing. When did this get here?
Mm-hmm. Called it. Shenanigans, man. Some shenanigans.
Truly well done. Then I'll update your rank.
Is it good? PCB game receiving damage by 500%? That's nuts!
I'm honored.
Oh, wow, perfect half hour too. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series, you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, follow me on Twitch, Arknova the 3rd.
Till then.
Till then. Open the 3rd. Good enough, I guess. Hey everybody, we're back. Oh boy. It's one hell of a shitstorm. Hey, I couldn't be more vague if you tried. Hey, everybody, Arkna. I'll be right back in a bit. All of my videos got weirdly misordered, so I had to spend some time trying to put them back together. Hopefully it worked. Hey everybody, Arkanova here.
And Focus Heal.
Getting back to some more Let's Play Trails through Daybreak 2. Last we left off, Ashen was being manipulated. Now let's figure out what the hell's going on. Several hours later, having sorted out the situation with Ashen, the group returned to Old Town. After grabbing a late dinner at Montmartre, they finally settled down for some much-needed rest. Second Genesis. That wasn't how I expected to get it back. Yeah, it's definitely not a fake either. Does that mean this was all just another case of a Genesis going haywire then? I don't think it's that simple. If I remember right, this unit had the ability to manipulate vital forces. Hard to imagine that it could pull off the things we saw this time around. I concur, considering the way Miss Lou and the others had been corrupted. What's up? It had that Crimson Asswipes handiwork written all over it. Yes, the Genesis was probably being used as a point of origin. As for that corrosive power the Crimson Grendel has, it must have been strengthened after the 8th Genesis was reassembled. And now it's able to wear away at past memories. When that happens, the target's perception gets rewritten, the way Ashen's was. So basically, it can alter what people remember. At least, that's what we're speculating. Sorry, but I'm drawing a blank on everything that happened. Before I knew it, the only thought I had in my mind was revenge. My circumstances were similar. I acted as if I had ordered by my chieftain, and so harbored no qualms with my mission. Perhaps we were under the influence of a highly sophisticated technique, one capable of rewriting our perceptions. It was as if we were being shown a possibility that could have come to pass. Whatever the case, we can say for sure that an unidentified phenomenon is at work here. I'm gonna be right back, too. Could be a sign that our high-risk offenders are making a move again. The Crimson Grendel and Garden Master, you mean? At this point, we need to... who could that be? Sorry, but our office hours are long over.
Hope you don't mind me barging in.
That voice. Hey, Shizzy.
Oh, girl.
The Divine Blade of Silver. I half expected her to come. But what for?
Long time no see, guys. I just stopped by to say thanks for today.
What? Girl, you thanks for today.
Well, that. And to cut a little deal.
I'm listening. A deal? Here comes the sinking feeling again.
As Ikaruga's second in command, I can't just shrug off what happened.
Fair.
No matter how you slice it, my subordinates were used in a, let's say, unconventional manner.
Yeah.
So, in exchange for you calling it even, I'm taking it upon myself to pitch in for a while. Think of it as an apology, mixed with a dash of gratitude.
Girl, you saved our life. It's clear. We're good. We're Gucci. No need to hang around here. Bye. Like, love having you around, but girl, you are crazy and you make things so much harder. Oh, brother, I should have seen this coming. Hey, look on the bright side. We couldn't ask for a better helper. Agreed, her combat skills leave nothing to be desired, and her unclouded eye will surely serve us well. She'd be a valuable asset considering what lies ahead. Just so we're clear here, this ain't gonna be like the time you helped us out in Longport. If you're in for the long haul, and it's our way or the highway, got it?
Sure. I think I can handle that much.
Yeah, then in that case, welcome aboard. Happy to have you with us again. Now that our surprise guest is settled in, let's get back to the topic at hand. To recap, it's plain to see that the enemy is exploiting the Genesees for their own twisted gain. That's why we need to recover the rest of them as quickly as possible. Yes, there are still 6 units unaccounted for. Going by our progress today, it's going to take us a long while. In that case, we'll want to be prudent with our itinerary from here on out. Good call. We're going to be pressed for time no matter what. So let's try to get our agenda mapped out by the end of the night. Do we even have a lead to go off of? That's the question. Has the guild caught on to anything? In a manner of speaking, we've received word that the remnants of those anti-immigration terrorists, the True Grievance Brigade, are mobilizing. They were the ones who hit out in Aramis. Whoa, that's some pretty alarming news. Yeah, it might pay off to poke around a bit. That said, I've got another possible lead. A letter came in while we were up. Really? Who from? My master, if you can believe it. A letter from Beauregard? The timing's uncanny. Makes me curious what the old fogey has to say. So, what did he write? Get your ass off my blanket. Stanky ass motherfucker. Let me read it out loud for you. What's up, boy? Shit's going down. To Van and the rest of Archive Solutions, I hope this message finds you well. It has come to my knowledge, albeit only in bits and pieces, that a number of peculiar incidents have recently transpired in the Republic. Unfortunately, due to extenuating circumstances, I will be unable to visit in person. Nevertheless, I am compelled to put my concerns to paper. It would seem these convoluted events are occurring in quick succession, but while the situation may appear chaotic, there is undoubtedly an overarching narrative at play. However, it cannot be found by scrutinizing each individual element. Instead, you must step back and adopt a broader perspective. In chess, one must not watch the pieces, but the board. So too should you make another effort to see the bigger picture. If I notice anything myself, I will have my disciples inform you. Know that I have every confidence in your ability to overcome this. Till next we meet, Beauregard's the man. Damn, Graham, Sid's advice is so spot on, you'd think he was spying on us. Shit, they're on to me. It's impressive, to say the least, and he makes a fair point about seeing the bigger picture. Things have definitely been in a jumble since Nemeth Island. We've left a lot unsolved. Taking the time to reassess it all might lead us to an epiphany. Not just in regard to our enemy's motives, but with what happened to Ashin today, too. I think it'd be well worth the effort. So what's our plan for tomorrow, then? Our options are either investigate the remnants of the True Grievance Brigade, or follow Mr. Zeman's suggestion and review the mysteries that have arisen thus far. Let's see.
Oh no.
I think this is going to dictate the order which things play out. I say we go with Master Beauregard's advice. Sounds like a plan. Great, then let's pack it in for tonight. We've got a busy day in store. Busy, busy. Busy, busy. Alright, time to get this workday started. Like we decided last night, we're going to be looking at all the mysteries we left unsolved. The incident at Nemeth Island, yesterday's running with Ashen, we need to start making some sense of things. First on the list are the fake Grendel, the phony fairy, and the dude lawyering himself up as the Grand Master, Garden Master. They won't show their hands so easily, but chances are they're sinking around behind the scenes. Indeed, we also know the Society's Oathbreakers cooperating with them. Apart from that, perhaps we can look into the twin assassins from the garden as well. Those kids, huh? Whatever their history, they're bound to come into the picture again. Then there's Swin and Nadia. I wonder if they're okay. We couldn't pick up either of the tracks yesterday. Yeah, and the only lead we have turned out to be a ruse. This makes 6 days since Swin left. Another thing that worries me is the way those two have drifted apart. Yes. Our next conundrums are the mail we received from C and the situation with Mayor Hangarten. Quite right. The latter also played a part in Miss Lou's rewrite, though the particulars escape us. Mirabelle informed me that they too would investigate the matter after I inquired about it last night. Geez, that's more mysteries than I thought. We got enough here to fill a few books. Is it always like this? I'd call it par for the course at Arkwright Solutions. Well, we can't just ignore these things. Yeah, at least we've got to take a few shots in the dark. And now let's give the town a once-over. We can check whatever sticks out and handle any force bigs on the way. Right. On with our daily operations, then. Hey, Hermes. What is up, girl? Hey there, Arkwright. Hermes here. Long time no see. I finally got my moonlighting out of the way, so the courier business is back up and running again. Give me a call if you need anything, and I'll make the drop in no time flat. Cool. That's pointless. Sort of pointless. You said Mirabelle was looking in the Marion Garden, right? Any luck on that end? Knowing her, she'll have already come across something of note. Shall we contact her? Sure. Wanted to order stuff, but okay. Hey, Rosette, and hey to you too, Arkwright Solutions. What's up? Besides that walking blade hazard you added to your crew, I mean. We wanted to check in on the Mayor Hangarten. First off, how much do you already know about what's happening? Wow, way to put a girl in the hot seat. Guess there's no point in keeping it on the down low, though. I know I said we lost control of the place after it got hijacked, but that doesn't mean Marduk hasn't been monitoring the sitch around the clock. And actually, after analyzing the data from yesterday, don't tell me, you noticed something screwy? Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants. Yesterday there was a change in the pattern, and we observed an abnormality in the system operations. As for how or why it happened, it's like, who knows, you know? The only thing we could do was suss out what it had access to geographical data from the Long Lie area. So we were right. The Garten systems were involved. That's all the deets I can share. Sounds like it was enough for you to figure something out, though. A few somethings, thanks to you. Cool beans. Looking forward to you getting us back in the driver's seat, man. Yeah, well, I wouldn't get your hopes up just yet. Got a feeling settling this whole thing is going to be a hell of a time for us. Don't know what you mean, but let's just call it a you problem. Cool beans. Later, Rosette. See you again soon. Indeed. Take care, Mirabelle. Well, that confirms what I've been suspecting for a while. The Garden Master really is the one hijacking the Marion Garden. I can still remember my shock when space around us morphed into the Long Live Poo-Boo. It may well be that Grendel Zolga's power utilized the Garden systems as a foundation. In doing so, reality itself was corroded. I never even knew that was possible. It's likely that the power of the Genesis was somehow employed as well. If you follow that train of thought, the Garden Master didn't steal the Genesis just to rewrite people's perception, but for something much bigger. Well, we'll just have to put it on the back burner for now. The takeaway here is that it's probably going to not be the last time reality gets corroded. Keep that in mind while we're out and about. Something along those lines. Something along them lines. What do we got here? Nothing. Nothing. Cash out of that. Just here? Meh.
Well then, guess it's time to make the delivery.
Okay. didn't buy anything. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Oh, that is a bathroom. Well, if it isn't our delinquent tenant, your gang gets bigger every time I see you. Yeah, well, it's not like I asked for it. I apologize for any commotion. And I'm sorry I didn't stop here for breakfast. Just get a load of that aroma. Catch me in a good mood and maybe I'll treat you. By the way, didn't y'all get invited to the Z1 Grand Prix? Yeah, well, that comic clown sent us 3 tickets. And Yuma here said she just had to see it. That's right, we'll be closing up shop as soon as the morning crowd is gone. So if you'd like to order something, now's the time. Duly noted. I'd have Nad seat in the stands too, if things weren't the way they are. But hey, don't let that stop you folks from enjoying yourselves. Oh, we plan on it. Believe you me, wouldn't be worth the lost business otherwise. You take care out there, everyone. See you later. Speaking of, they said Shizuna has a new costume. Combat gear, outfit, lightweight outfit, sexy as hell, but hit girl. She'll be there working the cars.
Oh, what would you like?
Hamburg steak, ripe onion soup, hot piping potato gratin.
Do your best out there, okay?
Gratin.
More candy?
Milk caramel candy and a newspaper, please.
Stay out of trouble. Now.
Don't tell me what to do. I'll get into trouble if I want to. I can do bad all by myself.
Allow me to assist.
Couple more of them iron wrenches.
Hope to see you again. Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
No need to be shy now.
Spring, Mistyverse.
Come again.
That's some good stuff there, brother. S1 action one. What do I need? I need the 6 one.
Skills updated.
See here. Brow? Brow.
You may call me Frau. I'll do my best to look after you.
Good stuff out of that.
Time to depart.
Who?
No, this is the same one.
You over there chomping away, and then I see you go out and come back in, and you're still chomping away.
I'm always chomping.
It doesn't take that long to eat a fucking small thing of fruits.
It's frozen.
The Mishi Mish Adventure. Are you aware that Mishi's revamped design has been rather controversial among his fanbase? Apparently some fans have even been plotting something nefarious to show how much they hate it. Well, whatever their plans are, we can't let them get away with it. For Mishi's sake. Please help us stop them while waiting for the rest area on Station Street.
Here goes.
Good for you. extermination quest, so I can just quickly get this over with. Yeah! Sewer System Suite 2.
Here goes.
Oh boy.
Just what I needed.
I should be able to easily crush them with the good stuff that I just got. But let's make sure I have everything set the way I want it set.
Looking to adjust your orbments?
I suggest we strike now. Here's my chance. Now or never.
Keep it up. It's working.
Can't beat me.
Activating skill. I won't lose. Preparations are initiating drive. Allow me. Here goes. Preparation initiating drive. Get on your own. Allow me.
Here I go.
Some elements will affect activating skill.
Here we go. Let's go down.
Prep initiating drive.
Now or never.
Activating skill. There.
That was easy.
Day's work. Reward deposited. Modifying your orbment, are you?
Pretty sure I got a strike 3, right?
Shard skills updated.
There, now I can have him do always critical strikes.
Initiating maintenance.
Get another action 3 or something. Either way.
Time to depart.
Time to save the Mishi.
I wonder if business will be better this year.
Hey, you the Rose that issued a 4 SPG? We're from Arkwright Solutions. We saw your request. Oh, you're the ones everyone's been talking about. You got here much faster than I thought you would. That's good, because we're running out of time. Running out of time? That's so. Why don't you start by telling us what's going on, then? Your request made some mention of the Mishi show, I believe. Oh, that reminds me. Isn't there supposed to be some kind of difference between the new Mishi and the old one? I honestly can't really tell. Well, why don't I start there? Mishi was born in a theme park in Crossbell, Michelin Wonderland. And because Mishi saw a lot of success after the war, the Vallis Investment Bank decided to buy up a lot of their stock. That's how they became Michelin Wonderland's major investors. Vallis Investment Bank? They've been pushing the company to expand their market ever since, particularly into the Republic. That's what led to the higher-ups deciding to put Mishi through a whole new redesign. New features are supposed to appeal to people from the Republic, and the costume's apparently easier to move around in, too. Seems to allow Mishi to show more expression as well. I'm disappointed they removed the cute little stripes on his body, however. Right? When everyone thinks of Mishi, they imagine a small, limp face with a plump body. It was peak character design. Vallis just doesn't understand his charm. They completely got rid of the snuggly feeling he gave off. Now he looks like he tries to throw kids in a van. I see, you're very passionate about this. You seem pretty familiar with Mishi yourself, Elaine. She sure is, been a hardcore Mishi fan since her student days. You don't need to advertise it to the world. Plus, you can't exactly call me hardcore. I'm actually quite behind on the Mishi lore these days. Oh, yeah, definitely something a casual fan would say. Think what you like. She's blushing. Anyway, I apologize for all my excitement. I'm actually no longer a part of the old Mishi fan group. I've recently come to believe that both the new and old Mishi have their positives. Well, I guess that's better than making a fuss over it. I agree, and for what it's worth, Mishi's old design is still rather prominent in Crossbell. Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't mean much to the old Mishi's more radical fans. They're the reason I contacted you all, actually. You see, I've heard a rumor that they intend to interfere with your Mishi show today at the Trion Mall. Well, that's definitely not something we can ignore. It could be dangerous. Yes, however, as for who exactly the person planning to interfere is, well, I'm not too sure. That's why I'm asking for your help. After all, it'd be terrible if the show got interrupted. I mean, that sounds like a pretty reasonable request, but I'm sure you're aware. This is a job for somebody like a mall cop, not a Spriggan. Although I imagine they'd have a hard time acting on something that's a little more than a rumor. Was there a particular reason you thought we'd be your best choice? There is. Think about it. If a fan of Mishy's were to have a run-in with the authorities, his reputation would be sure to plummet. Also, I can't help but sympathize with the old Mishy fans. They simply just love him, is all. I was hoping you guys could help me end things peacefully. That way no one gets hurt or has their reputation destroyed. So in other words, you want us to stop the target from ruining the show. Then cover up the tracks. Well, I can't say I don't understand how you feel. However, if these Mishy fans truly do intend on disrupting the peace, I think it'd be best if they were judged lawfully for their actions. If they don't face consequences, they'll only grow bolder. I guess you're right. Wait a sec, there's only one person trying to interfere, right? Yes, we may call the Radicals a group, but they're barely even that, honestly. Most of their bad apples work in isolation. And given that a majority of their members think disrupting the Mishy show is going a step too far, it's not hard to see why. It should be relatively simple to trace their movements then. You know what their plan involves? I'm sorry, any details I know are pretty vague. You could always hire a Jaeger Corps to deal with them, and depending on how big it is, you could probably send them to wipe out the entire group. With a smaller Corps, though, you might just have to settle for killing the guy in charge. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Well, actually, maybe it's best to be prepared. What if they do plan to do something dangerous? Listen, nobody's planning an armed strike on Mishy or his fans. Got it? If you say so. Anyway, we probably won't be able to learn anything concrete unless we start asking around the mall. Should we head over to see what we can find? Well, sure dizzle. Alright, I guess we're on the case. I mean, sure, it's a little strange, but it kind of feels right up our alley. Great, thank you so much. You should head over to the Treon Mall as soon as you can. The show should be starting in about an hour. I'm sure the culprit's just waiting for his chance to pounce. We'll do everything we can to find him. Actually, do you mind if I tag along? Honestly, I've got a feeling this crazy fan of ours already knows your face. You can come with us to the mall, but don't enter until we give you the all clear, understand? Yes, sir. Okay, let's get moving.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
I saw the way you looked at me.
Back?
Is that
for the quest?
Is that something you'd let your kids take a picture with?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like he's about to throw you in the van.
Not about.
Yeah.
Why?
Because to catch a Mishy, you have to be a Mishy.
Fair enough.
We're gonna, I bet Van's dumbass is probably gonna get on the fucking stage anyway. Well, this place seems pretty busy. There seems to be a lot of parents with children here. You give me the bad finger. Yeah, I give you the heart after you give me the bad finger. And then can't you just make up for it? That might make it harder to search for our culprit. Did we just start looking for this guy's hiding place? I think we should find the Mishy Show staff first. I know we don't want to alert the police or anything, but we can still give them a heads up. We have to make sure they're ready just in case we don't get to the culprit in time. Smart thinking. The staff lead is usually in place at the wings of the stage. Let's head out there now. Right.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major...
This guy looks like the one in charge. Excuse me, you got a moment? There's something we think the Mishy staff should know. Of course, is there an issue somewhere? Sorry, but we might want to talk about this elsewhere. Alright, was there something I could do for you? We're pretty busy, so if it's not anything important... We're from Arkwright Solutions. We just received a job from a concerned citizen. I have proceeded to explain the details of Rosie's request. Don't worry about finding the person, we'll take care of that part for you. I just wanted to let you guys be aware of the situation. You should be prepared in case we slip up. I see. Actually, these radical Mishy fans have become quite the topic among our staff, too. We occasionally have some disturbances during our shows with booing and everything. Most of us figured that's who it was. But I never thought they'd go so far. Excuse me, but if you've experienced these kinds of disturbances before, why haven't you notified the respective authorities? Well, we certainly considered it. But we were too worried they might want to start forcibly removing people or refuse entry. Not only would it paint a bigger target on our back, but it would also just ruin the atmosphere of the Mishi show. We figured we could handle it by giving out warnings at the beginning of the performance. If it was me, I'd kick them out faster than they could say wishy with Mishi. You tell them, Aaron. Anyway, if what you said is true, we might just have to ramp up security after all. I'll talk to the staff right now and have them prepare for the worst. Thanks. That should make our job a little easier. I wonder if the director's the guy. Well, that's one task accomplished. What should we do next? Now we start the hunt. I'm pretty sure the culprit is somewhere in the mall. I think I even caught their scent earlier. We should try our best to capture them before the show starts. Scent, huh? Would you perhaps be smelling those two over there? That woman wandering the mall corridor has been acting a little strange. Doesn't really look like she's here to watch the show either. She seems to be handing out some papers. As for the other scent, what about that guy handing out balloons? I don't really think he's doing anything weird, though. No, he isn't, but I can't shake the feeling that he's still suspicious somehow. You sure do have a knack for this, but you're right. I'm sure one of them is the culprit. Sorry for stealing your thunder. Anyway, let's go talk to them to see if we can learn anything. It'd be nice if they gave up as soon as they saw us. It would be. But will they? Nah. Big Mishi here. Hey, what are you handing out? Oh, are you interested? Please, take some with you. Let me give you my card as well. Join us in bringing back the true Mishi. I'm trying to gather signatures in support of returning Mishi's old design. As I'm sure you can tell, I'm a huge fan. I visit MWL pretty often, even though it's all the way in Crossbell. Nobody in all the Republic loves Mishi more than I do. No, all the world. Wow, that's some confidence. I don't know, man. T.O. You sure are passionate about this. Radical might be putting it lightly. But why is she wearing so much perfume? It's really overpowering. The Mishi you see in the Republic is a fraud. He's trampling all over Mishi's good name. Whether it's the new design of the costume or even that Mishi and Boots movie, none of them are the cat we know and love. Leave Mishi and Boots alone. He'd eat your children. The company's far too focused on making Mira lately, which means they've been neglecting the most important thing of all, Mishi's personality. You know, I kind of understand where you're coming from. I mean, the new design is alright, but there's just something about it that feels a little off. And don't ignore that feeling. You mustn't give in to the new Mishi. I've had over 30 people sign my petition already, and they would all agree with you. I believe that those supporting the new Mishi are being fooled into doing so. Is that so? Yes, that's why I plan on watching the show happening later. I'll have my eye on them in case there's any funny business going on. Our dream is to create an MWL in the Republic, one that's true to form. If you feel as strongly as I do, I implore you to please add your signature to the list. Well, I'll definitely have to think about it. Let's go find our other suspect. And the balloon man was...
Welcome to the Treon Mall.
Yeah.
Treon Tower, one of Eden's major landmarks.
Huh?
You'll also find the Fern Store, a movie theater,
Ah.
and other various shops.
Balloonapalooza. You're handing out balloons for the Mishi show? Yes, I am. They were originally supposed to be used to decorate the mall, but I had some extra left over, so I've been giving them out free to guests. That's awfully thoughtful of you. So does that mean you're one of the Mishi show's staff members? I guess you could say that. I've only really been hired for a day gig, though. I'm a longtime fan of Mishi, so it's always been my dream to help out with the show. I was so glad I could finally arrange my schedule to take the job today. Do you normally do other work? Yeah, I'm a painter. You know, someone who paints roofs and walls and stuff. I also like working on mechanical stuff as a hobby every now and then. I even made a Mishi-mobile once. A Mishi-mobile? I'm assuming that's a car with pictures of Mishi all over it? Exactly. I even put together some custom parts that even looked like Mishi's ears and tail. It's actually parked outside the mall right now. Would you all like to see it? That's amazing. We'll take a look when we get the chance. You said you were a longtime fan, right? So does that mean the design of the car is the old Mishi? Of course. The old Mishi is the true Mishi. The new one's just some fake made by some big stockholders. There's no competition. I just wish people who like the new one would open their eyes. He feels different all of a sudden. I feel kind of threatened. Also, what's that lemon smell coming off of him? Sorry, I got a little carried away. I know that the Valance Investment Bank's pretty much the whole reason Mishi was even able to come to the Republic. I'm really grateful for that, at least. Is that so? Thank you. You've really given us some things to think on. Well, we've talked to our two suspects. Both of them love the old Mishy too, but I think they were a bit more than your average fans. Yeah, neither of them really seemed like they planned to interfere with the show, though. A man handing out balloons and a woman getting signatures. There's still something I don't get. Okay, so weird. Okay. There's still something I don't get. Yeah, why do they both smell so weird? You're right. I picked up on that as well. The culprit has to be one of them. We might be able to figure it out by process of elimination. Process of elimination? Yeah, the person who came to interfere with the Mishy show is the balloon. Most likely the guy with the balloons. You don't think it's the woman? They both had really strong feelings about the new Mishy. The woman's trying to get rid of the new Mishy by gathering signatures. She even had her own cards made. And if she were to plan something that would interfere with the show, what do you think would happen? If it became known to the public that she was behind it, all her hard work would go up in smoke. Yeah, she's probably just going to keep gathering signatures. When you put it like that, I guess it makes sense. That just leaves the guy with the balloons. Yeah, but even without us narrowing it down, there's a reason he stood out. It's fun to see you guys slowly suss out the culprit. I tend to rely on my instincts. They're never wrong. You don't have to be so snide about it. Well, whatever. Let's go find our guy. There's not much time until the show starts. Oh, you're back. Did you guys want a balloon? The show's about to begin, so I started putting them away. Sorry, but there's something we need to talk to you about. We don't have much time, so I'll keep it short. Barry, you're up. Roger. What are you doing? I've done nothing wrong. Maybe not yet, but you were certainly planning to. We know all about your scheme. For example, those balloons. Why don't we cut one and see what's inside? As Shuzu drew her katana, the balloon burst without a sound, and from the balloon dripped a liquid. Is that paint? You put paint in the balloons? Well, isn't this a surprise? I have no idea how that got in there. It must have been someone else. Besides, how would something like that disrupt a show anyway? I assume it has something to do with that scent you're giving off. That strong lemon smell. The components of citrus fruits have a corrosive effect on rubber. In other words, if you apply citrus-based juice to the balloon, it would eventually burst. And if you look close enough, some of the balloons have a clasp keeping them shut. Didn't you say something about being good with mechanical stuff? So you made a device that was capable of spraying lemon juice and put it on a timer. You could release the paint right as the show was at its peak, ruining it for everyone. Aaron took a look into the man's pocket. And what do we have here? Some liquid and a few clasps. There's no more talking your way out of this one. Amazing. But you guys are too late. Why don't you take a look at the ceiling? Those balloons have paint in them too? That's right. Sucks that I couldn't get them all up there, but whatever. When the paint falls, it'll be sure to splash everything and everyone in its way. Every fan of the new Mishy deserves to be doused. You idiot. Do you even realize what you're doing? New, old, it doesn't matter. You're not worthy to call yourself a Mishy fan at all. Huh? Hello everyone, the Mishy show will be starting in just a few moments. Please gather around the stage and get ready to make a wishy with Mishy. We're out of time. I think we've learned all we can. Fairy, keep an eye on him. Understood. But what are you going to do? We'll talk to the staff and gather all the balloons ourselves. The ones in the ceiling take priority. Cactus, see if you and Fio can do anything about them. And try not to attract attention from the guests. Got it. I should be able to do something with shard surge. Theo. Commencing emergency balloon retrieval. Leave it to Theo. Alright, let's get moving. Blowing one's the bad ones, okay. Oh boy, don't like this. What do you mean must return to Catra? Oh, fake. Okay. So that's what it is. Fake balloon. Orange and purple. Where is it? Orange one there. Oh.
It's on the upper left.
I think it's that one. That one. It's gotta be. Oh, thank God. It was not on the upper left. Well, it was not. All paint balloons have been retrieved. Mission complete. Well done, Theo. We managed to get them all on our end, too. Looks like we finished this for the show's climax. Alright, everyone, let's do it. Make a wishy with Mishy! And get in the van. Sheesh, while we're over here struggling, they're just dancing the time away. Well, I guess I'm glad the fun wasn't ruined. You said it. Following their success, Van and the others proceeded to inform the staff that of the recently thwarted scheme. Then also made contact with Rosie and resolution of the issue. I don't even want to think about what could have happened without your help. I'm so glad I put out that request. I mean, if I had gone to the police or the guild, they probably would have just shut the whole show down and called it quits. Seriously, thank you so much for your help. Allow me to offer my thanks as well. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. By the way, you said your name was Rosie, yes? I'd like to cover the request fee for you. Would that be okay? Well, sure, I guess I don't mind. Fine by me. Couldn't care less who shells out in the end, as long as they actually do, you know? But before we forget, we still got to figure out what we want to do with this guy. I didn't actually think you guys would get all the balloons in time. Guess you're just as good as the rumors say. You from Arkride Solutions. Hey, can I ask you a question? Why did you want to disrupt the show in the first place? Because I refuse to accept the new Mishy. See, I've been a fan for a long, long time now. I even have a collection of every piece of Mishy merchandise that's ever been sold. That's incredible. So, when I learned that I'd finally be able to see Mishy in the Republic, I was over the moon. Then I found out he was just an imposter. However, I knew that for those just discovering Mishy, that fraud would become the real thing to them. So I figured I would show them. Show them that the Mishy they know and love isn't the real Mishy they deserve to know. I'm sorry to hear you were disappointed. Can't say I don't see where he's coming from, though. Man, this guy's really digging his heels in. If we do actually end up doing this without the authorities, there's a real possibility he'll circle back to plan something even worse in the future. Alright, if we want to stop him from making a comeback, I think we have two options. Either we chew him out or we intimidate him. Intimidate. Let's just threaten him. That should put a stop to all this. Well, in that case, how about I take the lead? Go for it, Team Spriggan. Yeah. Would you stop reading my mind? But fine, if you're so confident, let's see what you can do. Or, can I help you? These Mishy radicals are a pretty big pain in the butt, huh? Think you'll need a hand taking care of them? Lucky for you, that's whether it's controlling information, interrogation, assassination, I can do it all, and nobody will even hear a peep. Well, thank you for the offer, but we couldn't possibly. Don't you think that's a little much? Oh, the way I see it, what you were planning was just as bad. See, mascots only have the value because of their popularity, isn't that right? And at the moment, the new Mishi is using that popularity to make a life in the Republic. By sabotaging him and his shows, well, you might as well have pushed a stake into his heart. Can you really complain if someone wants to do the same to you? Are you crazy? Yes. Okay, maybe I was trying to tank his popularity, but we can talk about this, right? Talk, huh? You mean you still got something to say? In my opinion, I think that stunt you just tried to pull speaks for itself. Ugh. You're right, I should never have tried to do something like this. Phew, she had me worried for a bit, but it looks like he's learned his lesson. This is where you've all been hiding. No way. Hey everyone, it's Mishi. I'm glad to meet you all. I'm Mishi. Mishi, what are you doing here? Mishi chased you down. Oh, double Mishi. It's creepy. Oh, it's like looking in a sexy mirror. Weren't you supposed to be returning to Michelin Wonderland? Sorry, I saw someone who didn't look very happy, so I simply had to come out and see what I could do for them. Jumping in at a time like this? Impressive. You know, I only just came to the Republic from Michelin Wonderland. There's still a lot of stuff I don't understand about this place. Like, why are my eyebrows so limp here? But that doesn't stop me from trying to fulfill my dream. That is, my dream of bringing lots of happiness to everyone, of course. And I'm going to keep working at it. Then someday I'll even be able to bring some happiness to you. Mishi. I was so wrong. I was worried over the difference in design. I never even bothered to try understanding you. But I think I get it now. No matter what he looks like, Mishi's heart and soul will always stay the same. I am so sorry. Thank you for everything, Mishi. I knew Mishi would solve everything. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit touched myself. The guy in the suit's a pretty good actor. Would it kill you to read the room a little? I think we all should have a dream like Mishi's. It would make the world a much nicer place. Yeah, maybe. But anyway, I think we can consider this a case closed. The man who tried interfering with the show made his effort to apologize to each and every staff member. He seemed to deeply regret his actions. Due to his change in attitude, the group was able to handle the incident without involving the authorities. With that, the curtain came to a close on the Mishi misadventure. Yes. Maximum cows. Moo. Maximum moo. Maximoo. Alright. This is where we're going to call the video for now, though. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, follow me on Twitch at ArcNova3. And we are going to take a bit of an extended break here. We'll see you back here in around 45 to 50 minutes. Alright. We're back. Sorry about that. I had to clean off the table and I had to read to her so she can finish her book for the month.
Book month.
Hey everybody, Arknova here.
And Focus Heal.
Getting back some more. Mishy stares through your soul and takes your children. No. Make a wishy with Mishy.
No.
Oh, well, we're going somewhere, but it's not going to be Wonderland.
Yeah.
Michelin's prison camp. Alright, anyway. Gather info around the Shatra. If you could, Google where I can buy a golden spoon.
Thank you.
I need that to craft a powerful Exnashnoria. I feel like I should be able to buy it in this around these chapters.
I hope you found everything to your liking.
I didn't. Everybody's dying. Movie time.
Step right up.
100 days in Sharkferno. Eh. Maybe I can buy it in the Vern store?
It says you trade for... Mine.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for being here. Chaos. Some good stuff there. Alright, so we'll hit up Catra next.
Please stop by.
Yazin's Weapons and Hardware? Center Marsh? Oh, it's this.
Okay, I'll take a look there. Centra Marsh.
Let's roll, gang.
Arpeggio Records and Juiced Books.
Oh, what can I do for you?
You can give me some of that there concentrated veggie juice. Yeah. Bird.
Look at my wares. Anything strike your fancy?
Give me those hip stragas.
Anything strike your fancy?
Oh, I need this colorful scarf. Buy a few of Dems.
Thanks.
There. Oh, nice. Okay.
Come again.
Oh yeah, we took you around here once before, didn't we? Huh? Where'd the Divine Blade go?
Oh, sorry. I spotted these delicious-looking apples and just thought I'd help myself.
She ate all those in the blink of an eye.
Indeed. Okay. What do you want to
No further. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Very nice to have. Proverbs of the Warrior. I need to unequip the bronze later so I can equip that. Let's upgrade that shit.
Hey, I
I've been waiting for you.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Appreciate your
There's
business.
something nice to have in my back pocket. Nothing?
That's where it was.
Proverbs of the Warrior is the next thing I ask.
Okay.
Let's roll, gang.
It's another super duper thing that'd be nice to have. Hey, look who's here. How's it going? We're just out doing some information gathering. And since nothing big's popped up yet, I guess the answer is that. It ain't going too well. We were curious if there have been any updates since I dropped by this morning. You seem to be deep in conversation, though. Did something happen? The juicier, the better. Well, I wouldn't call it the most helpful intel, but... Wait, since when was Ikaruga's second in command mixed in with you guys? I almost let that pass right by me. Oh, that's just a shinobi technique I'm trying out. It's supposed to make you ignore me completely. Kuragane did say it'd be useless, though, since I stand out just being here. But hey, if I can give the immovable a jolt, then it's not a total lost cause, right? True. So it hides you without actually hiding you? Cool. Straight up, you need a real hobby. We've got our reasons for collaborating with her. No need to sweat the deets. Ahem, if we can get back on topic. Did you learn something new? Well, ever since that whole mess on Nemeth Island, the guild has been going after the Oathbreaker again. Not that we actually know where the guy is, but you could say he's been laying low for once. Laying low? That old coot? Kinda hard to believe. There aren't many eyes peeled for any potential backroom activity from him. Even if he were to evade capture, he would surely leave behind some sort of trace. Since we found nothing of the sort, it could only mean that he's inactive for the time being. Maybe he has already accomplished his objective. Either that, or he was caught by the society and had the tar beat out of him. Wishful thinking, as nice as it sounds. Anyway, that brings us to the alliance between the Oathbreaker and that so-called Guarded Master. We suspect it was only a temporary thing. I do remember him saying something like that.
Our contract is complete. Your assistance will... Now kindly...
The floor is all curious whether your scheme will...
This definitely lends some weight to those words. Up until Nemeth Island, the two had been collaborating to some extent. So it's likely that the Oathbreaker and the Guard Master are both working towards different goals. Elaine caught me up on what happened yesterday. This Guard Master guy's on the move now, yeah? I'm just glad we don't have to face both those dirtbags at the same time. That's one silver lining here. It stands to reason that he has further plans in the capital, judging from yesterday's events. That whole fiasco felt more like a trial run, if you ask me. This is when things really start to ramp up. You sure know how to make it sound ominous. In any event, the guild will need to be more vigilant than ever now. We'll do what we can, but it'll only get us so far while those devices are still out there. It's going to be on you guys to step up to the plate, Arkride. Don't have to tell me twice. We'll foil the Garden Master's plot and bring Swin and Nadia back, no matter what it takes. Will you, though?
It's in the Stewart bookstore in Tyrell District.
Which is something I can't go to. Why not?
It just says, like, I don't know if it's because
Off we go.
or whatever. It says act.
No.
Off we go.
And I should be able to go back to the Tyrell District, just maybe not at this very moment.
Okay. Oh, because of the story.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully that's it.
Hi there. Want to try something? Come again.
Dokily dokily.
Finally here together.
Nope.
Why were they?
She looks like she's bursting with joy. Wonder why.
Too old for you, yes. I love Ren. She's the same age as me. Away from me. Don't you back away from me. Love me! No, Mr. Arkwright, it is forbidden. But that is the most tastiest fruit. I've always loved you. Must be one.
Stop! Yeah, you said, like, get the fuck out of here. here. Fucking teleported. I'm sick of your shit.
If it isn't Arkwright Solutions. I see you have Beauty's Blade with you, along with other more dubious company. Hiya! Out on a little group tour, are we? I should be so lucky, and don't act like you aren't wise to what's going on with us. How about you, Mr. Department Chief, taking a personal day with your flunky? That's a political debate tomorrow at Treon Mall. We're here to conduct a preliminary security inspection. But I will concede that taking in scenery from on high can be an effective stress reliever. So you got it tough too, huh? We're still pursuing that Crimson Beast, as well as the man who calls himself the Garden Master. Though I regret to inform you we don't have any more information than you do at present. That's too bad. Ever since the Nemeth Island case, all eyewitnesses' reports have stopped cold. In fact, now that all the serial killings have stopped, the things in the capital have been most peaceful. But who knows how long that'll last. Needless to say, the situation is only temporary, or perhaps it'd be better described as the calm before the storm. But no matter what the schemes are taking form, we can be certain they won't be carried out by conventional means. With that in mind, I'm expecting great deals for your efforts. Why am I so tired? Don't get your hopes up too high. Still, we do plan on bringing an end to this. But allow me to tell you our findings in exchange. They regard those dolls modeled after members of the Gardens. The CID took some of them in after the incident at the Aramis, as I recall. What did your analysis uncover? As suspected, they're linked to the super technology that arose during Crossbell's most recent incident. In particular, they were built to simulate the underlying concepts behind simulacra. Simulated simulacra. Try saying that 3 times fast. However, it would appear that the original technology could not be reproduced. From this, we have surmised that they incorporate society, Marduk, and Zect Arms engineering, among others. In terms of how faithfully they reproduce their originals, the dolls are nowhere close to on par with the simulacra. That, however, is because those aspects are extremely in favor of combat specialization and formidable battle prowess. We believe they produced around a year ago, while both Armada and the Gardens were still active. Aside from the twins, all other members of the Gardens have been wiped out. So the Garden Master unleashed these killer robots instead. And so the organization that had been warped from the start manages to survive more warped than ever. That's karma for you. There haven't been any reports of these assassin dolls being deployed anywhere else. But if the Garden Master begins to act in earnest, they could very well emerge as an additional threat. You'd best be careful out there. We appreciate your concern. The Grendel Zolga started off by hitting a military compound, so there's no telling what his true target is. If anything, y'all at the CID should be the ones watching your step. Is that concern for your childhood friend, I detect? I will be sure to pass it along to Mr. Kincaid. That ain't what I meant. I, for one, think he would love to hear it. Give me a break. Soon after, Kilika and Kayla returned to work, whereupon Van and the others resumed their own activities. Looks like I've got an orb mill. It's from Father Barco... Master Bearguard. He just sent me a letter yesterday. Now it's an orb mill? Wonders never cease. Van, a major breakthrough has surfaced regarding your current predicament, prompting my immediate return to Edith. I ask that you head to the state underground ruins at Station Street so that we may discuss this matter in private. Bearguard. A major breakthrough? Does it sound like your everyday stuff? It might even have something to do with me specifically. Is there a problem, Van? Nah, just some personal correspondence. So we've been milling about for a while. Why do you think we take a breather? Sure, it's about time to grab a bite to eat anyway. Our party's pretty big this time around. Maybe we could split up. Good idea. Let's part ways for lunch when we reach a good stopping point. I'd better keep things to myself until I know what this is all about. This trial menu will cause any story to advance. As a result, unfinished questions seen supplements will disappear. Alright. I think I'm going to call the stream here for tonight. I cannot keep my face awake.